All right, let's talk about one of the most intense, most powerful leadership frameworks you'll ever come across, one that was literally forged on the battlefields of Iraq. We're going to break down Extreme Ownership by Navy SEALs Jocko Willink and Leif Babin, and we're going to get to the one core principle that truly separates winning teams from everyone else.
Now, to really get this, we have to go somewhere that most of us just can't imagine. So let's drop right into the middle of a high-stakes combat mission in Ramadi, Iraq. So picture this. You're SEAL Officer Leif Babin. It's pitch black, you're on a night raid, your mission, capture a major terrorist leader. All of a sudden, a suspect breaks and runs. You do what you're trained to do. You give chase down a dark, narrow alley. And just like that, the worst-case scenario happens. You're cut off. It's just you and one teammate. And then around the corner, maybe 40 yards away, you see them. 8 enemy fighters armed with AK-47s and an RPG. I mean, you are totally outmanned and completely outgunned. It's an absolute nightmare. But in that moment of just pure, overwhelming chaos, the words of his commander, Jocko Willink, just cut right through the noise. It's a simple mantra, right? But it's designed for navigating the impossible. Don't panic. See what's actually happening, and then act. Make a decision. So what did he do? He prioritized. Take out the biggest threat first. That's the guy with the RPG, no question. He executed. He engaged the enemy, forced them back, used teamwork to fall back and regain control, and he turned what should have been a complete disaster into a tactical win. And here's the thing about that story. It isn't just a cool war story. It's a perfect little snapshot of the book's entire argument, that the principles that lead to victory on the battlefield are the exact same principles that lead to victory in the boardroom, in business, and in life. And look, these guys know what they're talking about. Jocko and Leif led one of the most decorated special ops units of the entire Iraq War. So these lessons, they weren't learned in some classroom, they were validated by fire. And when you look at it, the parallels are kind of crazy, right? The chaos of battle, well, that's not so different from when sudden market volatility just blows up your forecast for the quarter. The high stakes of a mission, that's the intense pressure of a make-or-break product launch. And that unclear information on the battlefield, yeah, that's the ambiguous data you're staring at trying to figure out where to invest next year's budget. It's the same stuff. But to really, truly get to the heart of this book, we need to look at a situation where everything, and I mean everything, went completely wrong. A catastrophic failure that could have destroyed a team, but instead, it became its single most important lesson. And this, right here, brings us to the single most important concept in the entire book. It's a principle that was born from one of the absolute worst things that can happen in combat: friendly fire. So, the scene is another operation in Ramadi. It's super complex. You've got multiple friendly units, SEALs, US Army, Iraqi soldiers, all operating in the same tight area. Communications are strained, and the fog of war is incredibly thick. In all that confusion, one unit of Iraqi soldiers moves into a building that's already occupied by a SEAL sniper team. The SEALs, thinking they're being attacked by insurgents, they open fire. And the soldiers, naturally, fire back. For several terrifying minutes, it's friends fighting friends. The outcome was just tragic. An Iraqi soldier was killed. Several others were wounded, including one of the SEALs. It was a total disaster, a blue on blue, which is pretty much the mortal sin of combat operations. So you can imagine the debrief after the mission. The finger pointing starts immediately. You know how it goes. The SEALs didn't report their position correctly. Well, the Iraqi unit was outside of its boundary. The comms plan was flawed. Everyone had an excuse, and everyone had someone else to blame. And then the commander, Jocko Willink, stood up. He didn't point fingers. He didn't make excuses about how complex the plan was or the poor communication. He just said it plain and simple. There is no one else to blame. I am responsible for the entire operation. He took full, unconditional responsibility for every single thing that went wrong. And that right there, that's it. That is the core principle. Extreme ownership means you, as the leader, are responsible for everything in your world. Not just the stuff you directly control, but everything that impacts your mission. No excuses, no blame, period. And here's why that is such a game changer. When a leader actually embraces extreme ownership, the entire culture of the team changes, like instantly. Blame gets replaced with problem solving. Excuses get replaced with actual solutions. And the focus shifts from protecting your own ego to accomplishing the mission. Okay, so this all sounds great in a war zone, but how do you actually use this? How do you take this mindset and apply it to your team, your company, or, just your own life? Now, this is a really critical distinction. This isn't about just beating yourself up or falling on your sword for your team. It's actually the opposite. See, when you take ownership of the problems, you also give yourself the power and the responsibility to solve them. You take back control. And applying it is actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, just identify one problem, any problem that's holding your team back. Maybe a project's late, maybe a client is upset. Don't look for who's at fault, just name the problem. Step 2, publicly take ownership. You say it out loud to your team. I own this. The responsibility for fixing it stops with me. This instantly kills the blame game. And then step 3, you lead the effort to develop a plan, you communicate it clearly, and you empower everyone to help you execute it. Because at the end of the day, leadership isn't about your title. It's not about authority or being liked or even being right. It comes down to one thing and one thing only. Does your team win? Extreme ownership is the fastest way to get there. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Just look around at your team, at your job, at your life. There are problems and challenges everywhere, right? So the only real question that matters now is, which one are you going to own first? If this summary gave you the spark you needed to start your next big change, make sure to hit that like button. For more visual breakdowns of the world's most powerful books, subscribe to Lead with Spark and turn on notification. We're here to help you master the best ideas in minutes, so you can spend more time taking action. What book should we deconstruct next? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching and keep leading with a spark.